Hi, so today I'm going to show you how I do my hot oil treatment, or how I make it rather. And typically I do my hot oil treatments one of two times. One is after I just shampooed and deep condition. I do a hot oil treatment before I do my braid pattern for whether my faux locks or my wigs. The other time I do hot oil treatment is while I'm wearing my faux locks. I will do a treatment if I feel like my scalp is a little dry, or you should just have like a time, like maybe every 2 weeks or something, that you do something like that just to keep your hair moisturized. Now, please remember that oils are sealants. Most, if not all, are sealants, so they don't really hydrate, if you understand what I'm saying. So you have to use something like this to really moisturize and hydrate your hair. This is what I use. This or the Cantu, they have like a leave-in treatment or a mask. They have a mask that I actually use as like a leave-in thing sometimes too, because I like how it's thick. So I would usually kind of rub that on my scalp and let that sit, rub it in there, massage it in there, and then after I do that, I will do the oil. So this is just a little bit left over from last time, and trust me, a little bit goes a long way. This could probably do half of my head, but I'm just gonna make it. And I'm gonna show you. I like the spout bottle. They have another one that's much smaller than this. The smaller the better, because believe me, quite a lot can come out through this little tiny hole. Little hole. Quite a lot can come out through it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I use. First thing, this is not labeled because this is raw Jamaican black castor oil. Raw meaning it come from the bush. The people them would make it in Jamaica. This was not from a bottle in America or anywhere. This is off the stove. Has a very strong smell. So I like to use a little bit of this. I have 1 ounce left. Oh my God, I've been like taking my time. That's about it. I didn't count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Okay, the next thing I like to add, make sure you close these properly when you put them back up, or else you're gonna come back and find a whole mess. My wild growth oil, and put some of that in there. Okay, now I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but it smells. And this also naturally smells. It's not like rancid or anything, but they just have like a smell that I would prefer to not have walking around. I have extra virgin olive oil. No specific brand. It says robust, which means it's like a little bit thicker. It's not like watery. I like when it's a little bit thick because naturally my hair is 4C, which is, as you know, the thickest of the thick. And I put some of that in there as well. And again, not too much so far. I don't know if you remember what the bottle looked like before, but this is what I have so far, with just the 3 mixed in. And then I have this, and it says olive oil on there, argan oil, and this is from a salon that I used to work in. I really liked it because of how it smelled, and then it gives a really nice sheen. But the main purpose of me adding it in here, you do not need it, but the main purpose of me adding it in here is it smells really, really nice. And because these two are so strong, I want to kind of mask that a little bit, but you don't need it. Just gonna put a couple of pumps. 2. Okay, couple is a strong word because I'm gonna put more than that, or not a strong enough word rather. Okay, that's better. And that's it. And then what I'm going to do is, here it is. Put this back on. But make sure this is on properly and this is on properly, because I shake it vigorously to make sure everything is nice and mixed in. And usually after you mix this, it's not like clear, like as transparent as the rest of the oil. It has like a slight cloudy color. Not entirely sure why, but you know, chemistry. So this is what it looks like. You see how it's a little like white? Now, you can warm this one of two ways. I usually put it on 15-second intervals in the microwave, but if you're like really against that kind of stuff, just boil some water and you can set this bottle in the hot water and it'll warm up. The same technique you would use like with a baby bottle, or if it's too hot you put the baby bottle in cold water, but whatever, same idea. Yeah, and then you just, so that is how I make my hot oil treatment for my hair. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. I'm sorry I'm eating. I shouldn't be eating. You could probably hear this really loud. I'm sorry. That was kind of rude. Okay, so